Welcome to Lori's DIY Life. This is Lori. I told you I was going to have some stuff for the giveaway today. I was going to show you some stuff, so I went through. Probably will be adding stuff to this, but this is what I've got so far. I mean, I spent a day trying to get this stuff organized, and so I want to show you. First, we're going to start with I got a stamp set and a man, I always know that word and I can't believe I can stencil. There we go. And a stencil set. So flowers and flowers. It says hello summer, summer love, you're my sunshine. So that's one of the things you're gonna get. I've got an opaque pigment ink pad, anthracite. I got a quick dry dye ink pad, Oasis, and I got a Harmony water reactive ink pad, Lagoon. I've got some metallic sparkle pens. It's what's the colors? Onyx black, sterling silver, spun gold. And I got a 3-pack of glitter inks. Why does it sound like? I'm going to make sure that's a new pack. Yep, new pack. Just for some reason it just didn't seem like it now. I want to make sure there's some pipettes in there because okay. I don't feel any pipettes, so I will grab a pipette. It's brand new, and stick that in there for you. And I always just use one. I've got the same one I've been using over and over. I just have some water and rinse it out in between, you know. So, these colors are shoot, where do I find the colors? Maybe back here. Okay, Moonstone, Cosmos, and Rose Quartz. Okay, and we have a die. That's a with love die with the little flower corner. And we have the fairies stamp, and this is like a rose and some flowers. Thank you. Raindrops. That's the little I can't think of what it's called for some reason. My words don't want to work. I guess I'm tired. And then I've got this geometric roses. Is it just an embossing folder or embossing folder? Okay, so for now, that is what I have, and like I said, I know there'll be a few more things added at least. Oh, yes, there is. There is Nuvo Drops. The color is Dusty Rose. Okay. Something else I wanted to go over with you. I don't know if you watched my video when I made this hummingbird and I put the crystal drops, the Nuvo drops in here and smeared them through. I need to figure out a way to do this neater because, man, that looks just like stained glass. It's shiny. There's some opaque. So I don't know. I'm gonna work on this and get a brush and I'm telling you, some of it just looks so much like real stained glass. I'm impressed with it. And this turned out a little too messy, but it's it's a technique we're going to have, right? Different from other people will know about. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you is if you watched my video where I used the gel press, I used the gel press on my diamond press mat, and I don't know what it did, but I don't know. I hope it's not ruined. I love this mat, and I hate to have to go buy another one. Okay, so now on with the video. I wanted to do a seasonal card with this card. I can't find my leaves and all that. Like I said, I've got everything all kind of everywhere right now, to figure this out, to do to find stuff and figure out what I have and don't have, and I need those Jane Davenport storage pads to come really quick. But I wanted to do a fall one, and I only got, like, the only one I really came across was, and I love these little house mouses. So I have this one, and he's got a pumpkin, and I'm just going to make a card with him. It's going to be a small card, but I also have been wanting to, for a long time, show everybody how you can make your own shaped card. So what I'm going to do to make the shaped card is I have my die, and I believe my die is going to fit inside the diamond press. Let me grab some tape, and this is a card blank, a full-on card blank. Okay, it's a small one, but it's a Spellbinders one. And so I'm going to take my die and just take it over the edge here. See that space? Boy, this die really is close. So that it doesn't cut my spine. Okay, so I'm going to tape it there. I'm probably going to need a different folder because that one is so bad warped. And I'm going to tape it here. There we go. Now I got to move it back again, and I'm not going to move it back again. I'm going to leave it right there. Okay, this is going to be my card. This is my card base. Okay, so I'm going to run it through the diamond press. Okay, so the die does go, the paper won't with the die that far over. I forgot about that when I measured it, didn't I? Okay, I'll just trim this real quick. It doesn't matter if it's straight or not. We're going to be cutting out in the shape of the die. I think you already see what I'm doing. Anyway, so I'm going to run this through my diamond press. Let me get it in there so the diamond press will take it. Yeah, it's not going to take it that way. Maybe it will this way. Maybe I'm just going to have to get another folder. There we go. No, yeah, there we go. That was one warped folder there. I hope it doesn't mess up my card. Ugh. Okay. So now when I take it out, I kind of warp my paper a little bit. Not just kind of, it did warp my paper. Okay. So what do you think? You think that's pretty? Maybe, but it's not done. Why didn't I have this cut? I was debating back and forth whether to use this as card base, and then I realized I like white on the inside, so I can make it write a sentiment. violet. Okay. White on the inside, orange on the outside. Gotta make sure that's gonna fit. Just, dude, that was close. Okay. So now I got this. And I'm probably gonna tape this down just for safety reasons. Just to be on the safe side. And I'm sticking this back in. This doesn't go in. That's for something else. What was I doing? This thing slipped anyway, so I'm gonna have to tape both sides of it. Make sure it doesn't slide. Okay. So I don't know what's wrong with me today here, but let me just trim this down. I'm using the orange because he's got a pumpkin, I guess. Okay. Okay. Now I've got my other shape. Oh, look what it did. It warped my paper all up because my darn folder was too bent. So if it's too bent, you're using a big piece of paper, don't do it. I knew I should have got a bigger one. Okay. Now, you've probably already figured out how this is going to go, right? We are going to glue this to this, but it's got to be right. Okay, and that will cover that up. I would not have used this shape, I'm going to be honest with you folks. I would not have used this, but I'm going to have to do it this way, maybe. Yeah, it's got to be that way. I couldn't find any of my die cuts that had a nice shape on them, so I thought, well, we'll just do this. So then you get, and you bring the camera back over here where you can see. Boy, this camera's been doing this a lot lately. It just doesn't want to stay where it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'm gonna put the glue here because I don't need glue on the back of that part where it overlaps. Anyways, I couldn't find any of my fun shaped die. Like I said, I got a mess in here right now. Kind of got everything categorized, I thought, and going through, and then I went to look for all this stuff, and I was like, I can't find nothing. Oh, I hate when I do that, when I organize and then I can't find anything. It's kind of common for me, I guess. I kind of do that. Anyways, so this will go on here. I don't even know if this shape is gonna stand. I sure hope it does. Maybe this was supposed to be on the other side. Uh-oh. Oh man, that tacky glue already drying. I thought I had it figured out. Oh well, you get the point. So now you got a shaped card. If I I could get it open. Okay. There's the shaped card. You can stand it this way. No. This way. No. Guess what? This way. And that's cute that way. And the stamp I'm going to use is going to fit just nice in there. So I'm going to take, I didn't even get my ink ready. Let me find alcohol proof. Alcohol proof, and I found my positioner and all the junk. I like one on the bottom, one on the top. I suppose I could be stamping him on some of them things I made yesterday. I never thought about that. And look. Any of it look Halloweenish or no? Because all this might be kind of too bright. Some of these turned out really pretty after. They turned out a lot prettier than they looked like they were going to turn out. They're too much fall. They're not really necessarily. I know Halloween is fall too, but this one might be a good one. What do you think? I think I'm going to do it. Instead of this paper, I'm going to do a piece of this. It's not going to be that big because I'm going to fussy cut him. But, you know, they do use purple and green anymore for Halloween. I don't know. And that's what it looks like, purple and green. So let's give it a shot and see how it looks. Maybe it'll be ugly. Oops. I had my ink pad open and everything already. Oh well. I hope this stamp color shows over this. Nope. That's not going to work. Okay. I can double stamp, triple stamp, whatever I need to do, but okay, take the ink. It's a rubber pad, rubber stamp, so that's a good thing. Should never rub like that. I've got some bad spots on this stamp from doing that, or from this ink pad from doing that. Let's see how it looks. Not dark enough, so you can see this thing. Ooh, that wasn't a stain. Ooh. Okay. I just want it to be a good print so we can then color over it. Hopefully it don't mess up my markers. That looks a little bit better, but it looks like it needs more in the middle part. I'm still going to put it light on the other parts, but I'm going to be a little more careful to add it in the middle. So the giveaway, if you're just, new and you don't know, is going to be when I get 100 subscribers. It's going to be a long time. It's going to take a long time, but we'll get there one day. And then after that, I'll do a 200 giveaway. And just go from there. So there's my little house mouse. And the purple and green background paper. That might not look that great with the orange, but if I had known I was going to do that, I might have used like green or something. I didn't think about it until the last minute. Okay. Put this over here. And I've got some tri-blends over here. Let me see what colors I got. I don't even know if I got the right colors to color in. How about that? That would be kind of dumb. Gold yellow blend. So here's the light. Let's work on the pumpkin. Let's see if it's going to cover this stuff up. I've never done this with alcohol markers before. It's always just been usually I just use these for a different background paper, not like to do the actual coloring on. But it just kind of hit me. I was like, hey, why don't we do that? Light, then dark. So I'm gonna just go dark down the sides. A little bit in here. And maybe the bottoms. Then I'm gonna bring in the mid color. I'm not gonna worry too much about this. I'm just wanting to get it on there. And back with the light. And I'm gonna probably color the cheese because I don't have yellow in there. So I'm just gonna take the light and color in the cheese real quick. Cheese. Now if I want to, I can go add a little bit of maybe some mid-tone in here. Some of these spots that are already kind of showing the dots. You know, showing that it's darker there. They're already there for you to see. Okay, that's that. Now what color do I want him? Huh. Here we go. I guess we'll have a brown mouse. So this is the light. I usually do the mice white or gray, but obviously he can't be white. And I didn't happen to have a gray in here. Last minute thoughts. Sometimes you just shouldn't do that. But, oh well. Okay, and I know there's going to be shadow down here around his costume. And maybe right around here. And then go in with the mid shade. And I'm just going over where the dark meets the light. And then I go back with the light where the medium hits the light. Okay. And I'm not going to do nothing on the tail. I'm not going to do nothing on his hands. I don't want him to be too dark, since I'm using brown instead of gray. If I was using gray, I would probably do more blending, but it's hair. This is still the light. Now I'm going to take the dark, and I'm just going to go just along the costume. Then I'm going to take the mid-tone and just go over where that meets the light, and then over that with the light so it blends. Okay, and this one, of course, you can't see a shadow from there, so pretty good. I'm going to do light just like that. Go up in here, go up just around the ears, go up in there, around his face. And I think I'm gonna leave him like that. I'm gonna take a little, I want it kind of a light. Uh-oh. Looky there, I had a gray after all. See what happens when you don't look good? Well, you know what? That'll work. I can color his face in. It's gray. Light. Yeah, I know I'm doing a weird squiggly thing. That's because I don't want my things to show. And then I'm going to use the dark gray for his nose. And I'm going to look for, I don't have like a light pink, just bright pinks. Here, let me try this lightest one. But just for the inside of the ears. Right? Okay. So now that. So here's my card. Here's my mouse. I'm just gonna kinda do I gotta do something here on the ground. I think I'll do that with the gray. The darker gray. And some people will take and blend on this part too, and they say how it grounds them, blah 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 blah, and it does look better if you put something on the bottom. Sometimes if it's just in the air, you want to take it in the air. I hate when I'm not real sure. I want to leave some of this paper, so I'm not real sure how much to cut around him. So I'm not really doing what you would call a fussy cut. See, I think I might have just wasted that paper because it's not going to show. Maybe I should have just done what my original thought was. which was going to be, yeah, I probably should have just done my original thought, which was going to be to take the smaller size that he would fit in and cut him out in that shape on these dies, because these are nesting dies. I should have stuck to that, but I didn't. So he'll go here, and I wonder if I should back him with something. He needs something. The card needs something. You know what I mean? Huh. I wonder if I could back him on this. You know, that just might work. So let me find the one that he'll fit in. And that's how I'll cut it. So this will fit in this one. I guess I should have used a different color, but none of this was planned. I didn't know I was going to be doing all this. So I was kind of researching that gel press a little bit, and everybody uses acrylic paint, acrylic paint, acrylic paint, acrylic paint. So, yep, they don't use nothing watercolor. I guess that's what you use your glass table for. That's coming off. Okay. Let me try a different folder, one that's not so bad. You're going, really? That's not so bad? It's not as bad, really. Right through, no problem. Let's see if this works. I should have used a different paper for this other stuff, I guess, now. But I didn't know I was going to be using this. Okay, so we'll just put him in there. Let me glue him on. I could have used purple or green, but I didn't know I was going to do that, so it was a last minute thought. I thought, oh, got that paper I did yesterday. And let's just put him in here. I don't know if I like it. But we just keep going with it and see how it works out. Sometimes the fun of the part of this stuff is actually making your own background papers. It's fun to do. It's fun to play with it, even though I got so messy. It's so much fun. I like to do it, but not get messy with it, if that makes sense. So, better make sure I got this the right way. Okay. So now I'm just going to kind of center this here. And then I don't have a sentiment. Better tell you what I can do. Now I got another idea. So let me see what I've got. Oh, you know what? That's like a blue. A blue. A Bordeaux, no. I need, here's green topaz. We'll make it right. I'm just going to take this, add it to the corners, kind of smear it on a little bit. Yeah, be careful about that. Don't do that. Be a little more careful than I was. I was rushing. And I crimped it because I used a folder I shouldn't have used. If I took a blender, that might help too, but I'm not going to take a blender. I'm going to leave it at that. I kind of like it. It looks a little rough and rustic. So, that, and then you can take a sentiment. I just don't have one. So, I was watching, I don't remember who it was I was watching, but I was watching somebody, and they, trying to think, they like to do tone on tone. And that was kind of cool. It was different to see. You know? Well, that was odd. I hope that's on the right pad. Oh, you didn't even see what I did. I did it all out of frame. Darn it. Okay. I took a piece of the paper, a green part. I used the green that I put around there and used the word celebrate. And I'm just going to trying to think if I want to pop it. Maybe we'll pop it. Excuse my hand, folks. These are the Spellbinders ones. I don't know why I had it in my mind that I needed to do a seasonal stamp, but maybe I'm just getting in the mood. Maybe the weather changing or something is doing it to me. So if you like my video, hit the like button and the subscribe button. And then if you hit that notification bell, it'll let you know when I have a new video up. That could have turned out really good if I'd have been a little more careful. If I'd have known I was using those background papers from the beginning, it would have been better. But I still kind of like the way it turned out. It's a little messy, sloppy. Grunge. The grunge look. That's what it's called. Grunge. And it will, gosh, you know what I should have done? Put a green stem. Is that nuts or what? Anyways, so there's a shaped card without having to buy the shaped card dies that they're always selling all the time. Anyways, that was the main point of this, was the doing a shaped card. Why I got it in my mind that I needed to do a seasonal, I don't know. It is what it is. So, thanks for joining me. I hope you will join me again. I didn't get any replies from anybody for anything that they wanted me to do, to try. Any recommendations of how to use that gel press. So, anyways, there's the card. Thank you again for joining me. Please join me for my next one, everybody. Have a good one.